Hey guys, what's going on? We got another video here today, and this one's a little bit different. This one is about a option for your keybinds, so that way you can press and hold rather than sit there smashing the key. And what I mean is might be able to hear the keystrokes, but rather than doing this and smashing the key, you can see the Storm Strike highlight. You can just hold it and it will sit there and spam it. And that option is when you go into options, obviously, you type in hold or press and hold casting, and you enable this. Now, this, if you press ability and then you press another one, it will cancel out, but it will still cast that Lavlash. And I'll showcase it here so that way, but it just removes a lot of input lag and all that stuff. So just to kind of show it, I'll just drop totem and get a Lavlash here. And you can see I'm just holding it down and it's just going to go off. It's just going to go off on its own. Boom. Nice and easy. This is going to help with a lot of input lag and issues that I've had previously where Lavalash does some weird things as well. So I want to get Flame Shock out and I just sit here. You can see the outline on it. I'm just holding it down. Off it goes. And maybe you can't hear any keystrokes going off. So it definitely makes the world of difference. Same works for Storm Strike. You just sit there, smash it, boom, boom, boom. This helps with my lust windows and stuff like that. Now, for classes maybe like Windwalker, it's not going to help all that much, mainly because you don't really want to sit there and spam the same button. Whereas Enhance, you tend to focus on Lavalash or Storm Striking a whole lot. So it definitely helps out with that. And if we go into it like a full burst here, we can really see how fast it actually goes. And you can just see it's so much faster than when I was doing it beforehand. It just sits there and smash, smash, smash. But if I implement, let's say, a elemental blast in between, it even though I'm still holding it, it cancels out the input because we put something else there, right? So we cannot, you can't just sit there and hold it down. The same goes for anything off GCD as well. You interrupt and it won't cast. Oh, it did cast. Okay, weird. But if I okay, so it works with interrupt, but it doesn't work with spirit. Okay, I don't know what that is all about, but maybe that kind of makes sense. Yeah, so interrupt works, but movement abilities, I'm not really sure. I didn't think that was going to work, but okay. So, but yeah, this definitely helps if you're having FPS drops, especially in raid and stuff like that. You get that input lag, you're spamming it, or even spell queuing. And by that I mean like sitting there and you're spamming Storm Strike, but you just hit 10 stacks and you go to Lightning Bolt, but it still casts a Storm Strike. That's a spell queue, and it'll hopefully help with that. But it also works with casting. So if I'm back here, I want to just get lightning bolt, right? This is me pressing it. This is me holding it down. You can see the highlight. And if I move, cancels, auto cast right away. Cancel, auto cast. And I'm just moving. And you can see I haven't taken my finger off the button, which is really, really nice. So if you're playing a caster, then it does work for you as well. And you don't have to worry about it. You can just instantly start casting as soon as you stop. Now in PvP combat, it's not as useful for the casting situation, that is. Reason being is if you interrupt yourself, you don't want to cast again right away because you're most likely trying to juke somebody's interrupt and you'll just get kicked no matter what. So it won't help you in that case. But in other cases, it does help a lot, like getting into range. You can see I'm holding it back here. As soon as I get into range, it wants to cast it. It just wants to go ham. So I just learned about this because my guildmate mentioned it in raid last night. He was like, "Oh, I'll just use this with the one button assist," and I was like, "Are you telling me that you can just hold a button and stuff will go off?" And yeah, but it does not work with the one button assist. You can see I am holding it down, and it does not want to work. So it does make sense because that would be kind of ridiculous. But yeah, so you can just sit there and you can spam Lavalash, and you can just hold it down. And with somebody that has carpal tunnel because of playing Enhance so much, all those days of smashing Storm Strike like no tomorrow, this is a huge help. And apparently this has been out since Dragonflight as well. So yeah, let me know if I am the only nutcase that didn't know this existed, or maybe it was under the radar, because I've already talked to a couple people and they've knew it was there, but maybe you guys didn't. I'm hoping I'm not the only one, but maybe I am. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, I hope this helps you out a lot. Again, it's not just for enhance, it's for everybody except for probably windwalkers because they don't want to use the same button. But yeah, big help, helps with less windows, helps with spell queuing issues, and maybe some buggy spells as well, like Lavlash, where you proc a hot hands and then it goes off, and then it doesn't want to cast itself. It will kind of force itself to cast it with this sort of way. So, yeah. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Hope this helps. Let me know if it did. Thank you. Laters.